the whole chicken, the local chicken.
Okay.
From the butcher side.
Okay. Well, you take it fried or?
No, I get it raw. And I take it home and cook it.
They sell it here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a little expensive, but
okay, it's good.
It's good. It's fresh. Okay. Fresh local chicken. It don't got the funny smell. You know, you go to another place and they had that.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's a lady by the mechanic. I'm gonna stop going there because every time I get the chicken, it always got a funny smell to it. I say nah. I think she buys it from people.
Yes, and she mix it up.
Yeah. And they leave it out too long and then they freeze it.
I see.
It's like she got a good setup, but I don't think her workers, they don't move fast enough. Flies be on it and then they freeze it. So when it unfreezes and you smell it, it's like it went bad already. Because I'm not seeing one lady come in, she was going off. And she was speaking French, but I know she was cussing them out. They had to give her a whole freezer worth of chicken. I guess her chicken she bought for a party was no good. And boy, she was mad. Woo! I say, so that let me know, keep my eye on her. And you know, when you go in there, they lazy, they don't ever want to do nothing. And I'm like, oh man, nah. The madam, they work when she's there, but when she's not there, they don't want to work. I say, man, I'm gonna stop getting my chicken from here. So either I go down the street where your guy will kill it, or either I get it from right here. And I like it when they still got the head on it and all the pieces, cause I like gizzards and yeah. I may not eat the head, but I like the neck. I like the neck part. So you get it from her, they take away all the pieces and it still ain't no good. Salute chat, Victor Moan Jr. Oh man, with a name like that, I don't think you should even be. Matter of fact, hold on, let me. Because if that ain't rainbow activity, I don't know what is. Bye, ho. Bye, stinky. Yeah, we don't want you here. Bye-bye. Get on somewhere. Get away from us. What's up with my people, man? Let me see what's going on with my people. Let me check on in with my people. Y'all make sure I hit that like button. Share if you care. But please subscribe if you're down the ride. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Subscribe. My fault for being late for work. Late for the tap in with my people. You know, it's going to be an open discussion this morning. You know, hopefully we can, my people, you know, hopefully we can have a productive conversation about doing some type of business. Hopefully some motivation to come in from this live. It's a lot going on in the world right now. A lot going on in the world. Gone, bro?
Yeah, maybe I will come back.
Okay, I'll be here. Right. I'll be here. Yeah, we've been here talking this morning about it's some stuff going on in the Ivory Coast. Oh, nobody has the details yet. We just praying that it is not a CIA op going on in the Ivory Coast. We are hoping that it is a revolutionary operation going on in the Ivory Coast. So y'all prayers up for the Ivory Coast, that it's a revolutionary operation going on. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe. Yeah, nobody knows exactly what's going on. It was only thing that stand out to me that's crazy is that right after they put that false news out that the terrorists had killed a bunch of troops at a base in Burkina Faso, eBay come right behind him and showed him that he arrested the same leader that put that false information out and wiped the noses of thousands of terrorists. Right after that, and it's a parade. They was welcoming the troops back home after a successful mission in the other big city, Bobo Jalaso. Right after that, Ivory Coast had their situation, but they're saying that the military, it was a rift between the military because they do not want the drone base in the Ivory Coast. So people were having a demonstration. It started out small. The police started shooting people. So once that footage got to the military, I guess that was the set off for the units that protect the motherland to come on in and weed the snakes out the garden. Yep, get them snakes out the garden. So prayers up for the Ivory Coast. I'm pretty sure details will be coming out in the next couple of days. Let's just pray that the revolution is successful. Let's just pray that it's Ivory Coast time to, liberation. Scarface, big salute Scarface, big salute everybody tuning in, tapping in. Y'all hit that subscribe button, subscribe. And come on, interact, engage with your boy. Interact, engage with your boy. Pretty much an open discussion this morning. Anybody got any business advice that they want to give? Anybody got any plans that they want to know if it'll work? Because in the midst of the revolution, we still out here doing business. You know, that's one thing I like about eBay. He understands that in the midst of liberation, you still got to do business. Business still as usual. Yeah, while is butt kicking going on, yeah, business must proceed. Yeah, business must proceed. Yep. And what's up with y'all president over there? See, Trump mad because South Africa's part of BRICS. So I wouldn't expected nothing less out of Trump when it came to the president of South Africa, because Trump looking at him as an enemy to business. Oh shit. I forgot my matter of fact, I can do this one. We'll keep this one. I keep this one. You said one. I keep my same one. Mercy, salute, mercy. Damn, somebody just called me. I don't know who that was. 64343664. And that might have been the post office. That might have been Sheck. He just left. I be nervous when people be calling me, because I know they be calling on their bikes. Man, I'm like, man, I hope they be calling me and then mess around and crash. That's one thing I ain't figured out how to do yet, y'all, is talk while driving that bike. Woo, I'm scared to do that. I didn't even like to talk while driving a car in America. Now that it was on speakerphone. Yup. But big salute to my chat, man. Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. But yeah, Trump set around post up for that. And it got the nerve to say it's a genocide going on in South Africa because of EFF. He showed a video of EFF having a march. They didn't show nobody, no bodies laid out in the street, none of that. Big O.G, big salute, Big O.G. Big salute to you, fam. So yeah, I'm a Trump crashing out, man. But the reason he did them like that is because that's BRICS. You know, Trump looking at them like an enemy right now to American economics. Yeah, they're enemy. South Africa's really an enemy, which somebody should have told the president of South Africa that before he went. Like, Trump already came out and said that he do not like BRICS. They are enemies to the dollar, to America. And South Africa is a big part of BRICS. So, like I said, I wouldn't expect nothing less when it comes to business. Yeah, I wasn't expecting nothing less from Trump. Yeah. So that goes to my title. Are you open for international business? Yeah, it's an open playing field right now. And then you see it got Trump mad, and the boy got him mad right now. Yeah. I heard something too. I'm not for sure how true it is. I heard that America has lost value through the banks or something like that. Has American value been downgraded? Oh, yep. Yes, the U.S. credit rating has been downgraded. Moody's, one of the three major credit rating agencies, lowered the U.S. credit rating to A1 from AA on May 16, 2025. This means the U.S. no longer holds the highest credit rating from all three major agencies. Yeah, because this is what I want y'all to do when y'all go do y'all taxes. Big salute, Big O.G. Nah, it's bigger than Elon Musk. Yeah, South Africa's part of BRICS, Big O.G. Yeah, it's bigger than Elon Musk. Elon Musk let Trump know how dangerous BRICS is to the American economy. You know, BRICS challenges the American dollar. You know, that's Elon Musk's job. Yeah, it's not because Elon Musk is from South Africa and all that. But Elon Musk is the supposed to be the money efficient person for America. So he let Trump know that the leadership of South Africa is a major threat. You know, Big O.G, they brought them Boers in to be slave catchers. Yeah, when you and your family gonna be trying to run, yeah, they the ones that's gonna track you down, hog tie you, your wife, your kids, grandma now. Yeah, that's why they brought them in to police the black people. Yeah, they believe in that old they racism is a different type of racism. Yeah, That's why they brought the Boers in. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, American dollar has been going down for the longest. Yep. It's at number 10 right now. They said, have you heard of the debt clock? Do you know every American owes the government $16,000? When y'all go file y'all taxes this year, ask the person that's preparing your taxes, do I owe the American government $16,000? Yes, Big O.G. South Africa has built the UK and America. You know, all that gold that's in the UK vault, you know, the UK don't got no gold mine. All them diamonds that's in the crown that the queen wear came from South Africa. All the gold, diamonds, man, South Africa, yeah. One thing you gotta realize, Big O.G., all of Africa is rich in resources. Africa feeds the world in resources. Africa really built the world. Yeah, Africa built the world. Especially the UK, France, Europe, Belgium. Yeah, Africa did that. That's why during the Revolutionary War, the British and American rebels, the people that started America, that's why they signed the deal. Because them Zulus was over there giving the British a run for their money. So a lot of those Boers, those are really white Americans from the mountains that went to South Africa to help them fight. Oh, the history go deep. See, it's a lot of history that's not in the history books that people don't hear about. But when it comes to the colonization of Africa, all the white people all over the world were involved, even white Americans. It was a big business. It was a big business. Yeah, Scarface. Trump is a yeah, he is a businessman. Yep. He is a businessman. Cause yeah, Scarface, the Boers and them white and them dudes that make the liquor in the mountains in West Virginia, they look exactly the same. They just speak a little different. Yep. They just speak different. Speak the same English. They all from England. The Boers are just white rebels from England, just like John Adams and George Washington, the people that started America. They were rebels from England. They got to a new land away from the crown. They're like, man, we ain't paying them no more money. Yep. That's why when I hear black Americans try to talk about history, I'm like, what these folks don't even know. They don't even really know history. Especially this reparations conversation. It still ain't nobody pulled up no document saying that black people, reparations was something that was gonna be offered to the slaves. Too bad can't nobody bring up no documentation that reparations were required. It's too bad. Abraham Lincoln was gonna offer 40 acres and a mule. So that's why I'm gonna stick with, man, black Americans ain't finna get no reparations. Cause because they did not organize enough to go fight for it. That's that. That's that entitlement coming out because they heard. They think it's stick, and then that goes to show how many Black Americans still don't realize they slaves yet, especially this young generation. They just want some money. If they do give reparations, if they was just so happen to give reparations, it wouldn't be in the form of money. The land will be better for you. Yeah, too much division, big O.G. Too much division. That's why you see white people, they sitting back with their feet up. As long as they see the division, they know they doing a good job. They still using the oldest trick in the book, divide and conquer. Hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. Subscribe. And feel free to come interact, engage with me in the chat. Yeah, they using the oldest trick in the book, big O.G. Divide and conquer. As long as you got division in America, FBA, A.O.G. Yeah, Cocky D. Yeah, white America, white supremacy, they using the oldest trick in the book. They don't gotta go out and kill Black people, put them in chains. As long as you got FBA, A.O.G, indigenous, as long as you got them bickering amongst each other, man, they sitting back with their feet up enjoying the show. Sitting back laughing at Black folk. Cause y'all know, y'all just a show to them, right? Exactly, big O.G. Exactly. Hey, big O.G. tearing down every Black person that think they big and bad with money. Look at P. Diddy. Look, P. Diddy thought he was big and bad, didn't he? See how they doing him? See how they doing him? They broke him all the way down, didn't they? Now he the king of baby oil. Laced baby oil. Crazy, nasty work. So they just sitting back with their feet up, watching the show. Especially on the social media platforms. Yup. They just sitting back, calling each other on the phone. Well, you see the oldest tactic, 100-year-old, a 400, 500-year-old tactic still working to this day. Divide and conquer. Big salute, Cocky D. Yep. That's the oldest tactic in the book that they use, Cocky D. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Yup. Divide and conquer. Yup. Big salute everybody tuning in, tapping in. Yeah, real nasty work, Big O.G. Real nasty work. And you know what's crazy? Black people only act big and bad with black people. Why do they be so quick to bow down when it come to them other folk? Now that's some nasty work. Real nasty work. Yeah, and most of, look, exactly, Big O.G. And most of us consider ourselves hustlers and can't even see it. It's so sad, Big O.G. That's why I say I'm on the outside of America looking in, just shaking my head like, it's really a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Sad. Yeah, it's sad, man. Sad. Look, people feel like the government owe them. They don't even know they owe the government $16,000. That debt clock is the money that, who you think got to pay that money back? Them trillions and trillions of dollars that America's in debt. The American people. So while you hear America talking about, oh, we rich, you $16,000 in debt. $16,000. When you go do your taxes, ask the tax people. Matter of fact, what does the what does the American debt have to do with the citizens? The U.S. national debt impacts citizens through increased interest rates on loans, potentially lower wages, higher prices for goods and services, and the threat of cuts to vital social programs. What people crying about right now. Ooh-wee. Reduce opportunities for future generations. Y'all don't care nothing about y'all kids. Stop the cap. $36 trillion in debt. But see, a lot of Americans, they not even gonna understand that because they have no financial literacy. Yeah, they ain't got no financial literacy. So a lot of people, they not even gonna understand what that got to do with them. But all you gotta do is type in Google, what does the American debt have to do with the citizens? That's all you gotta do. Simple. It's a lot of people don't even know how to use Google. It's crazy, some nasty work going on, y'all. But see, black Americans are so comfortable, they don't even see the back door being set up. They don't even see it. Damn, I just seen a mosquito. They don't even see it. But see, that's why you got people like me here to lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. It's up to you to drink. You know, take it how you want. And I'm not just stating my opinions. This is something that you can look up and research on your own. So, for all those people that miss Joe Biden and Kamala, them they the ones that messed up the bag. Exactly, Big O.G, and most of it's owed to China. That's why China ain't tripping. And you got some black Americans talking about, oh, China done folded, China done folded. No, China gave America 90 days to get their stuff together. Trump didn't do that. China set them demands. That's why you see Trump running all over the world trying to make deals with the Middle East. Because Trump don't know what to do. Trump trying to get America out this debacle. He told y'all Joe Biden has put America in a debacle. And you know what's sad? The world knows America broke. That's another thing that's sad. Afro Boss, big salute, Afro Boss. Big salute, Afro Boss. Yeah, that's another sad thing. See, American business and American secrets, the world know it now. See, that's what happened in America when y'all put all y'all business out here on the internet. Now everybody know your business. So don't get mad. Don't get mad at people when they have their opinions and what they want to say. You shouldn't have put your business out here on the street. That's why it's you. But Americans don't know how to do that. They like to be loud, show out. Thinking that they facts, thinking that they opinions is facts. Nah, baby, them just your opinions. The facts say something else. See what it is, it was so sweet that we grew up comfortable off of what the ancestors did. But this modern day generation ain't did nothing. Spoiled brats, feel entitled. That's why when I look at these panels, I'm like, man, don't none of these people make no sense. They look at the world as America. America is just a small dot in the world. Oh man, so sad, so sad. Sad situation. Sad situation. Now feel free to feel free to tap in. Feel free to state how y'all feel. Am I wrong or am I right? Let me know how y'all feel. I know a lot of people getting up out of here because the truth hurt. I hope they're getting up out of here going to do some research and prepare themselves. But probably not. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, big O.G, common sense ain't common. Chief Rattlesnake, big salute, Chief Rattlesnake. Thank you, Chief Rattlesnake. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping, man. Because I'm looking it up. I'm seeing what my black people in America is saying on their platforms. And then I'm looking at the white Americans and what they saying on their platforms. And if white Americans is saying that they in trouble, but black Americans is like, we not in trouble, I think I'm going to go with the white Americans because they the ones control everything. And they getting up out of America. So that's why I say what black Americans need to focus on, keep it simple, getting them land, getting access to cattle, so they can have some tangible resources. You don't necessarily got to have gold, silver. If you got food, everybody got to eat. The rich man got to eat. Poor man got to eat. Babies got to eat. Even the food that you producing, got to eat. So the 40 acres in the mule, we don't even need 40 acres. 4 acres in the truck. If you got that, man, you set. First thing you do, you get your land, you till your land, you till it. Pick you out a spot where you gonna pitch your tent. In the future, you're gonna build your house, of course. But start off with a tent. You own your land. Pick you a spot where you're gonna dig your water if you don't got any water on your land. That's why I say if people do get land, they need to get land that has access to the ocean. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, places like that. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. So eventually we could build our own port. And we could be shipping our cattle, whether it's cows, goats, sheep, chickens. So if black people got land, you can create your own resources. Yeah, Chief Rattlesnake. And look, in everybody's holy scriptures, whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, all through history, the majority, that's what they do. They party until the chastisement comes upon them. So that's why I say my community is not for everybody. It's only going to be a small percentage of us like-minded people that's going to make it. That's why I'm not tripping about having 100,000, 200,000 subs. Because it ain't going to be 200,000-300,000 people that make it. It might be only 5,000, 10,000 of us like-minded people that make it. especially in America, the number's gonna be real small. Cause look at the modern American woman. Can't cook. She know how to get fly and look good, but she don't even know nothing about how to keep up her hygiene. Don't even know that she looking good, hair on fleek, nails on fleek, but that smell good is messing up that spray. It's messing up her pH system. Her inside stink. The modern American woman, I mean the 20-somethings, all the way up to the 30-somethings. Some of them don't even like to take baths. Now that's crazy. Now, because that's why I say you could build a little port. Yeah, as long as we got ocean access. So when people get their land, make sure you get land that's try to get land that's close to the ocean. Yeah, because with no port access, boy, people in trouble. Yeah, people in trouble. And then that's gonna make it easier to, like, say if you doing cows in the South and you got a connect in California that's doing fruit, you know, you could put your cows on the boat and send them to California, unload your cows in California, and then your people that got the fruit, they could load the fruit up on the boat in California and send it back to you in the South. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm in Africa. You got wheat to make flour. We got ostrich eggs out here, right? Eggs the size of your head. So you send your wheat to Africa, to me, Ivory Coast, because hopefully they having their revolution. That's our port access. Unload the wheat, then we load the ostriches and the ostrich eggs up on the boat, send it back to you. So you got to have port access if you want to do international trade. Yeah, you gotta have port access. Yup. So the port, having access to the ocean is very important. Very important. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that, peace be upon him. That is the most important. If Black Americans want to build their own nation, port access. You don't want to be landlocked, you know, because I think that's the biggest problem that Burkina Faso is facing. You know, landlocked countries. You know, so thank God that they got a relationship with Morocco. Thank God they got a relationship with Guinea. Thank God they got a relationship with, I think it's Benin. Thank God they got a relationship with Ghana. So we got multiple port access. And hopefully Ivory Coast, they going through their revolution. That's the closest port to Burkina is Ivory Coast and Ghana. So let's pray for Ivory Coast to have a revolution and they link up with the revolutionaries in Burkina. Hey, boy, that's going to be a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful thing. So, we won't know what's going on in Ivory Coast probably for the next couple of days, maybe a week. Because they probably fighting like a motherfucker. They probably fighting like a motherfucker right now. Cause Langley was just in the Ivory Coast, cutting the deal. Yeah, cutting the deal. Talking about a drone base, man. Fuck your drone base. Yeah, bump that drone base. So, yep. So, yeah, y'all. Are you open for international business? Are you open for international business? Y'all like to stand right here because there's a nice little breeze that come through this little hallway right here. Well, this shit feel good. And it's to cool down. This rainy season. It ain't raining in 2 days, so it's probably gonna have a nice good rain tonight. And it's not that hot today. So I think it's gonna be a good rain tonight. Yup. Archbishop Moore, big salute, Archbishop Moore. Hey, me too, Archbishop Moore. I pray they succeed too. Hey, Archbishop Moore, thank you for your interaction and engagement. It's much needed and much appreciated. But Archbishop, I need you to have a profile pic, Archbishop. All you gotta do is go to your YouTube channel, click that A, and pick anything. It don't matter what it is. You don't gotta be nothing personal, no family, no you. Just put something up there. Yeah. Put a Fez up there. Put a fresh Fez up there. I see you got more on your last name. Cause you know I'm in the land, the home of the Moors. Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. You know, this where Islam started. No, you already got a channel. You don't even know it. Archbishop Moore, you already got a channel. Click on that A. That's your channel right there. Now your channel doesn't officially get started until you load up content. Everybody, if you are commenting on YouTube, you have a channel, but your channel is not official until you load up content on your channel. Just like Instagram, Facebook, same thing. But you got a channel. That A. Click on that A. You got a channel already. That's crazy. We might got to do a tutorial about YouTube because a lot of people got channels and they don't even know. As soon as they post a video, that's when your content creation starts. Because if you commenting to me, you got a channel already. You just don't have no content. But you click on that A and then start from there and just follow the directions. That's the old school way. I don't know if YouTube has changed it. I know when I first started, you just click on the A. It might have other options. Because if you don't have a profile pic, YouTube told us to look at y'all as trolls and robots. And I can tell you a real person just by your interaction and engagement. So I'm just giving you a pointer. So when you go to other channels, people won't be like, they'll pay you attention when you got a profile pic. Because if y'all notice, when y'all go to these other channels, the people with no profile pics, they get no love. Have y'all noticed that? There go my twin. Hey, bedtime stories. Go to expat.com. And all your information is right there. Let me say that again. Anybody that's looking for mansions or villas in Burkina Faso, expat.com. Or go to airbnb.com. But expat.com, they got the places for rent. And you may see a big number up there, but right next to it, they'll say negotiable. That's what I love about West Africa. Everything is negotiable. Big salute. Bedtime stories. So anybody planning a trip to Burkina Faso, yeah, they got compounds. Man, look, I'd rather move to West Africa than East Africa. I'm not trying to move to no penthouse in a building that may collapse at any time. Give me a 2-3-story mansion with a pool, 4-5 bedrooms. Let me make that my base camp. You know, when I get my money right, that's gonna be my next move into a compound. And then we're gonna be going live next to the pool. Yep. See, the difference between living in West Africa and East Africa. East Africa, you're gonna move into an apartment, project living. West Africa, mansion living, compound living. And that's crazy because you got all them black Americans in Nairobi think they living a high life because they got them a penthouse. You don't see no black Americans in East Africa living in a compound. No content creators. If there is any, can somebody please name me one? But you look at the people living in West Africa, people got their own compounds, baby. Yep. Okay, Archbishop, big salute, Archbishop. Yeah, Ivory Coast, they go, the internet and the power is cut, so it's not too much information coming out of Ivory Coast right now, which is a good thing. They don't need no outside influences interrupting their revolution. Let them people handle their business in Ivory Coast without people from the outside. And then they'll let us know what's going on when they ready. Let's respect their revolutionary movement. Let's just pray that it's a revolutionary movement. Let's just pray that it's not an American or European CIA operation going on. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I hope them people is taking control of their country. because that's what Ivory Coast need. And then they can link up with eBay, and we can get back to getting to the money. Yeah, getting to the money, baby, because that's what we all about, West Africa, getting to the liggity, liggity, liggity. Yeah, got to get that liggity, baby. Oh, liggity mean money, by the way, and more. Yep. Yeah, so anybody that's looking to travel to West Africa, expat.com. Y'all check that out. Matter of fact, let's look on there, see what they got. Oh, snap. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's say Ouagadougou for rent houses. Let's see. Let's go to the max. Let's do 5 bedrooms. Look at that one. Look at that one. See, if you coming from America to Africa, this is how you want to live. You don't want to live in a damn apartment complex. You want to have your own privacy. Big kitchen. So that's expat.com. Y'all get on there and check it out. Yeah, Kutty D. Yeah, I know they struggling in Nairobi. Kutty D, I used to live there. Yeah, I used to live there. If they not working for the embassy, boy, they struggling. Because every day they go out, they gotta live like a tourist. People can't go a year on a tourist budget. Yeah, Kutty D, I know they struggling in Nairobi because they've been sold a lie. Yeah, they've been sold a lie. People think they finna go to Nairobi and relocate with no business. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's harder to do business in yeah, the king is gonna look at you like a tourist, but and then when you tell them, oh man, I'm coming here to live. Oh no, hell no, you done said the wrong thing. Hell nah. If you don't got $200,000 to invest in a business, man, look, you better get up out of there. Shit, you better get up out of there. Yeah, you better you better get up out of there. But they'll learn. When their money run out, look at Kid Greatness. Where he at right now? Big salute, Kid Greatness. Shit. Nairobi, whoa, his pockets out. He had to go back to America to regroup. Can't do no business in Nairobi, man. It's too saturated, man. Too saturated with rich people. Hey, Cocky D, have you seen how those white Americans are living? The white expat community, have you seen how they living in Nairobi? They not living in no apartments. You probably don't even see the white Americans, do you? Yeah, see, black Americans, man, they've been sold a lie about Nairobi. But they got to go learn the hard way. You know, a hard head make a soft ass. Look what Cocky D just told y'all. They live better than everybody in Kenya. 3-story mansions. They got the, man, shit. Like I say, if you're not working for the embassy in Nairobi, Kenya, you better get up out of there. Or you're going to be one way back to America. And that's just fact. And that's if you're not a Kenyan. Oh, yeah, because they come and throw money around, Cocky D. They get that guaranteed check. You know, the people that work for the embassy, shit, they get a guaranteed check every month. They making over 100,000, over 150,000, I think, a year. Yeah, they making over 150, 200,000 a year. How much do look how much they making at the embassy in Nairobi. Entry-level positions like receptionists can earn between 117,394 to 194,000 per month. Now, can somebody tell me how much is that in USD? And that's just for a receptionist. How much? Let's see. USD to shillings. A receptionist is making $1,465 a month. And that's just to answer the phone. Boy, they living good off your tax dollars, Black America, in Kenya. So they can spend $400 a month and live good and still have $1,000 to put in the cut. They can use that $65 to fill up their refrigerators and grocery cabinets for the month and still have $1,000 in the cut. And that's just a receptionist. We didn't look at everybody else. That's just entry level. So like I say, if you not working for the embassy, you better treat Nairobi, Kenya as a tourist destination for you and your family. If you don't got over 200,000 USD to invest in some type of business or start your own business in Nairobi, Kenya, you better hurry up and get up out of there or your pockets will get drained dry. Just trying to survive. The economy in Nairobi, Kenya is built for tourism, safaris, sightseeing. It's not built for you to relocate, expat. You better go next door to Uganda. You got a better chance of doing big business in Uganda than you do in Nairobi. You better go up there to Ethiopia. You got a better chance of doing business in Ethiopia than in Nairobi. Where else? You better go to Rwanda. Come on now, you look. Y'all will learn. Don't listen to me. Yeah, you're gonna end up like KG the Great. Back in America. Yup. Back in America. Cause one thing for sure about Nairobi, you ain't gonna get no access to no resources to create you no product. Oh no, hell nah. That ain't happening. Nope. That is definitely not happening. See, if you got 200,000 USD and you bring that to Burkina Faso, man, you could be you could start you a bullion business and become a billionaire in a matter of months. With 200,000, 100,000, look, 50,000. You come start you a bullion business with your own face on gold bullion bars, gold coins. See, that's the beautiful thing about West Africa. East Africa, shit. White supremacy already got that on lock. Just because you don't see them, that don't mean they ain't there. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all, that's my time. I hope y'all learned something. I hope I've been a great parable and example. I hope I've motivated y'all to do y'all thing. If you in America, try to get you a little piece of land, an acre. An acre's a good enough land to start chickens. You know, in America, everybody loves fried chicken. You can't lose with chickens. Goats, sheep, cows, growing vegetables, growing fruit. Build you a greenhouse. That's your collateral. That's your resources. So I hope y'all take heed. Cause like I say, everybody gotta eat. So think about it. You can go to Lowe's or Home Depot, get you some seeds, and start from there. Look, go make you some picket signs and post them around your neighborhood. Pure vegetables. I'm growing organic vegetables. People gonna come by. Yeah, they gonna come shop with you. especially if your shit cheaper than what they got going at the grocery store. So, you know, think of ways where you could be independent, y'all. Create your own resources. You know, God bless you with seeds. All you gotta do is put them in the ground and let them grow. Talk to them, nurture them. Yep, you could grow them in your house. So, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back. Take your destiny into your own hands. Salute to my chat, man. Once again, my chat went hard. My chat was lit. But my chat was all up in there. Salute, chat. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. Do what you gotta do by any means necessary.